Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, and if you're new around here, we do a buttload of beauty related content, mainly makeup tutorials, which is what you're about to watch. So today's tutorial is 3 looks, 1 palette, using the Revolution Cross Friends. This is the Ross palette. So I believe this is one of the neutral palettes within this collection. I don't have every single mini palette that came out. I have just a handful, and I will be doing videos on all of them sporadically throughout however long it takes me. I'm not in any kind of rush, but if you have one that you would like to see sooner rather than later, please leave a comment and let me know, and I will see if I have it, and if I don't, I will try and find it to get my hands on it for you so I can get that content up for you. So this is the palette we're going to use today. This is one of the looks that I created. This is one of the simple looks. I really enjoy doing these really simple looks with just lots of lashes. These, I don't have any falsies on, but using one of my lash tricks and a dark lip, I think it's just very statement, and I absolutely love it. So this is one of the looks that you're going to see. I hope that you are happy and healthy and enjoying the content that I've been putting up lately. I have had a bit of a break, I work in retail, we're getting close to Christmas and things are getting crazy, so I do apologize for that, but I'm hoping that I can build up some more content so that I have consistency for you guys. If you have any requests, please feel free to leave them down below so I can try and either get it up for you ASAP or find what you want me to do and get it up ASAP. But with all that being said, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing and liking this video. It really helps me out. I hope that you are ready for these next 3 tutorials, so let's get started.
Alrighty guys, starting off the look, I'm taking my Too Faced concealer and blending that out with a Real Techniques setting brush all over the lid. Starting off with the shade Keyboard, which is a nice kind of like mid-tone matte brown. I've got some tape on my eyelid so that I get a nice sharp edge, and I'm using this shade to go as my transition shade. So I'm popping it through the crease, blending it out. I'm also connecting it in the outer V area. Then I'm going in with the shade My Sandwich, which is the lightest matte in this palette, and I'm just packing that on the inner corner crease and blending it in with the shade Keyboard so that it's nice and transitioned. Going with the shade Juice Box, this is the darkest matte brown in the palette, and I am doing the same steps, just a little bit more tighter on the lid. So going into the crease in the outer corner, blending it in with My Sandwich and Keyboard, and I'll go back in and reapply all of those shades until I've built up and blended it out. Then I'm going in with the shade Leather Pants, and I'm taking that on the center of the lid, inner corner of the lid, and patting it underneath my eyebrow as well so that I have a nice highlight. Then I'm going in with eyeliner as usual. I don't mean to go so big. This one kind of worked out pretty well. I'm just lining my lash line and then creating my wing with the tape as my guide. Then I'm going in with the shade Keyboard, and I'm just running that underneath my lower lash line to connect everything together. Then I'm taking Leather Pants on the inner corner so that it's nice and light. Taking this lip liner from the Clues collection in the shade Tie, and I'm just lining my lips. And then I'm using this MAC lipstick from the Magnificent Moon collection. It's a nice nude. I also applied some false lashes. So that's the first look completed. Starting off the second look, I'm just blending out my concealer with a setting brush. Then I'm going in with the shade My Sandwich. I have tape along my eye again for a really sharp edge. So I'm taking my sandwich through the crease, and this is going to be my transition color, taking it all the way into the inner corner eventually. Taking the shade Break, which is kind of like a mid-tone brown, I'm using it on the outer corner. I'm packing it on right at the tape and then only bringing it in no more than halfway. I want to focus this darkness in the outer corner. I'm also connecting it on the lash line and on the outer lid as well. Then I'm taking that shade underneath the eyebrow as a little bit of a highlight. And then on the lid, I'm using my finger to apply it so that I get a bit more of payoff and a bit more pigment. Then I'm going in with my eyeliner again, and this time I'm doing a wing as well, kind of like a mid-wing. Wasn't too big, wasn't too small, but because it's quite light on the eye, it did look more intense than what it was intended to be. Going in with some mascara and coating my lashes a fair few times. This one's from Audacious Cosmetics. It's the Kmart line. If you're interested in seeing a little review, pop over to my TikTok. I have one there. And then I pop some lashes on. And then for the lips, I'm just taking a nude lip liner. And this liquid lip is from an Australian brand called Audacious. It's quite nice. It's very nude, and I just blended that in with the liner, so it's a bit of a nude ombre lip. And that is the second look completed. For the third and final look, I'm starting off with blending out my concealer on my eye, and then I'm taking the shade Unigi on a blending brush, and I'm just packing that all over the lid. Once I've packed that onto the lid, then I'm going to start blending it up into the crease. And yeah, keeping that inner corner free. So I'm taking the shade My Sandwich, and I'm using it to blend out the Unigi. I think that's how you say it. That's weird. Even though it's a foil, you can still use mattes to blend out, so it's not as harsh. Then I'm taking the shade Dinosaur, which is a really nice highlighting color. It has almost like a purple duochrome. Taking that under the highest point of my brow and then blending it down. Also taking that on the inner corner. This is like a super shimmery look, and I wasn't mad at it. I quite liked it. What was left on the brush, I then dragged underneath my lower lash line just to connect it all. Then taking the shade Juice Box, which is the dark brown, on an angle brush and just running that across my lashes, like my lash line. I'm not winging it out or anything like that. Of course, you could if you wanted to though. And then I'm using some mascara from the Game of Thrones collection from Resolution, and doing quite a few coats of it on the top and the lower lash line as well. Then I'm taking, this is actually a brown eyeliner that doesn't work very well. I'm using it to line my lips today. And then I'm taking this liquid lip. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but it's Sansa Stark from the Game of Thrones collection from Revolution. It's like a deep purple for the lips, so that completes look 3.
Alrighty my friends, that is it for this 3-look 1 palette tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you found some helpful hints or just some new inspiration. I really am enjoying working with these kinds of videos because it really makes my brain work, especially on ones that are very similar to this where they're neutral. You've got to try and really think how you can make it look different enough to think, okay, I want to watch this video. Does that make sense? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and whenever you're watching this, please consider subscribing and liking this video if you liked what you've seen. It really helps me out. I hope that you are happy, healthy, having a fantastic day or night wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and I am off to work. So I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.